Hi guys, Brittany here from Library of the Night. Today I am here to give you a review on The Con Artist by Fred Van Lent. I was sent this book by Quirk Books, and I just want to give you guys a big thank you for sending me this book. It was totally right up my alley. I will read off the synopsis for you first, and then I will let you know what I thought. So it says here, the comic book industry can be murder. Comic book artist Mike Mason arrives at San Diego Comic-Con seeking sanctuary with other fans and creators, and maybe a chance to reunite with his ex. But when his romantic rival is found murdered, Mike becomes the prime suspect. To clear his name, he'll have to navigate every corner of the con, from zombie obstacle courses and cosplay flash mobs to intrusive fans and obsessive collectors as he unravels a dark secret behind one of the industry's most legendary creators. Along the way, he's sketching everything he sees. The novel includes 10 illustrations by the real-life comic artist Tom Fowler. And don't be surprised if these drawings include a handful of important clues. The illustrated mystery will appeal to comic book fans and anyone who appreciates an unconventional whodunit. So I will show you just a quick sketch in here. These are beautiful. The comic book artist that did these did a great job. He is known for doing Disney, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro's, Marvel, and DC Comics. So I feel like they picked the perfect person to portray everything that was going on in this book. So I read this book the day that I received it. I read it in one sitting, which is saying a lot because I don't tend to do that with a lot of books. But I give this book a solid 4 stars. I feel like this is great for anybody who is a nerd deep down, you know, people who are into comic books or people who appreciate comic books or just the comic book, you know, movies, the Avengers, Batman, anything of that nature. Or if you're into other fandoms, like I love Sailor Moon. There was a Sailor Moon reference in this that I totally jumped up out of my seat about because you never really hear about Sailor Moon anymore, and that was really, really cool to hear that. And I'm really happy that they included it. But there's like Funkos in this. There's, you know, a whole bunch of really cool aspects that I totally loved. And I feel like everything came together very, very, very well. The only thing that I will say is I do feel like I was able to somewhat guess who the murderer was pretty easily, but I think that's because, I mean, I read a lot of like thrillers and stuff, and it kind of becomes more apparent to you as you read a lot of that genre of what you think could be happening, but there was a lot of twists that I did not expect. Like everything that I thought happened or was happening had a twist on it. So it's definitely not something that you'll be like, all right, I already know who done it. I'm done, whatever, goodbye. I'm over this book. I can already tell what it's going to be. But no, it actually, like, it surprised me. I feel like they did a really, really good job. I'll kind of give you my synopsis of the book. So basically, there is a comic book artist named Mike, and he just went through a pretty bad divorce, I think, within the last few years. And his wife, Christine, he found her kissing this guy named Danny who works for Atlas Entertainment. He is like one of the big wigs or whatever for Atlas Entertainment. That's like the main comic book group or whatever. Pretend it's Marvel for the sake of the argument of what we're talking about here. But so he, that's who he caught his wife kissing, and he used to work for him when he was a pencilist, and he would, you know, just do little things to piss him off, like slash his rates or take his prints out or, you know, things like that. So obviously a dick, you know. So that happened, and when that happened, he decided he was going to leave. So he left, and he started going from Comic-Con to Comic-Con to Comic-Con. So how that works is he's flying all around the country, and instead of being paid an appearance fee, he's getting put up in a hotel for the duration of whatever he needs. And then he does commission work while he's there. So he sets up his table at Artist Alley at Comic-Con, and people can commission him to draw something. Like in the book, for instance, his first day, they had people ask for like Deadpool, a D&D character, you know, things like that. So they can make money off of it. You know, they're able to do what you want them to do, but they also still get paid. So that's how he's making a living. And, you know, he hasn't seen his wife or anything like that. And it turns out when he's there, he finds out his wife is going to be having some big karaoke party. I guess she lives in LA now, and her and Danny broke up. And so she's there, and she used to be his manager when he was a pencilist, and it's kind of complicated. You know, there's complications going on there, but that's not really what the whole book's about. I just wanted to give you a little background on that. But when he arrives at San Diego at the airport, a girl named Violet picks him up, and she is dressed up as Violent Violet, and she is a character from his comic book series Gut Check, which actually was a spinoff into a movie. So like a crazy fangirl, you know, jumping him down in the airport waiting for him. And she tells him that the con sent her to kind of be like his personal assistant to do things that he needs. And he sends her to his storage facility. He has a bunch of storage facilities in the places he goes to Comic-Cons to get his stuff set up. While on the way from the airport to the hotel, he's mainly at this Comic-Con because he has been given the honor of presenting Ben Kay with an award. And Ben Kay is the creator of Mr. Mystery, which is like this huge comic book, and he's older now, and he's getting this award, and he tells her that that's what he's there for, and she breaks the news and lets him know that he passed away. So he's dealing with that grief, you know, and all of that, and it's sad for him for sure. And so he goes to Comic-Con, and first day he's doing his sketches for his commissions, and he goes out to the bar after Comic-Con and gets his drink on, and in walks Danny, the guy who slept with his wife. They get into an altercation, and Mike punches him very badly, like he missed, you know, it wasn't really like a real fight or anything. And he leaves, and he gets in a pedicab, and he, you know, goes away or whatever. The next morning, he wakes up with the police knocking on his door, asking him questions about Danny's death. A lot of people are thinking that he did it because of the whole thing with his wife, and everything kind of just unfurls from there. But I really, really enjoyed this book. I don't want to give too much away. I'm just going to kind of give you that. I wrote a review for it on Goodreads, and I only went up to like about 80 pages into this book, so try to give you a little bit more depth of it if you feel like this is something that you would want to read. But I feel like everybody in the book community is into, you know, Funko Pops and comic books and things like that, and I feel like everybody would really like this book. And I'm really, really happy and excited that I got the pleasure of getting this book. So thank you, Quirk Books, for sending this to me. And yeah, if you guys really like this book, be sure to check it out. Here's the cover. So cute. I love the art that they did on this. But I think everybody will like it. I think that everyone should check it out, especially if you're into, you know, comics and stuff and nerding out like me. But there's a lot of references in there that I think a lot of people will like. So that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.